back, Jimmy G. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of the 49ers are looking forward to a healthier season in 2019. They get a road test in the opener as they take on new coach Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, we'll get over to Tampa. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers set to take over. Jameis Winston at the controls. And it's a big season forthcoming for the #1 overall pick back in 2015. You look at the numbers, just 21-33 as a starter during his tenure. But the hope now is that renowned quarterback whisperer Bruce Arians can breathe some new life into him in 2019. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Andre Ellington, his first carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep forward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barber. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready? Black 22. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. 3 bugs. 3 bugs.
Here Here's Ellington. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54, line 54. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball? Yes.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
It's easy to go back to the time when Ndamukong Suh entered the NFL, and he was an absolute force right from the beginning. But it's been fun to watch his career progress, and I'm starting to see a little more finesse in his game, although I'm not sure he'd like me to describe it that way. But you see the agility, you see the movement, and of course, he can bull rush when he needs to get to the quarterback.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Barber on 1st and 10. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And break. The tight end's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Evans. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Here we go. 180!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Here we go. 180! Check. Walk 54. Let's make these big men.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready? White 25. 54. Where do we go? All day.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. And he'll get this up to about the 40. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Winston. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Bray.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jameis again. That's caught by Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Winston connecting with Howard. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else...
Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down, Winston. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. That's caught out left by Perriman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 180!
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Winston, and he finds Howard complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You got 4.
Running is Barber. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yeah, let's get sack.
Now Ellington. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it didn't. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action now. Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right there, 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber, he will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston, he'll check this one down to Barber. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play fake. Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 36 yards out.
36-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Tackle made by Justin Evans. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They run with Breida, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, lucky.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Jameis now on 1st down. He finds his tight end Howard, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston caught. It's Ellington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have been fooled.
Ready, flat, 22. Check, 56. Let me go. Tight down, there you go. Let me go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Here we go.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Garoppolo now. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, they run with Ellington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Third and long for Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming.
This is Ellington, and an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Barber, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. Single receiver.
First down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
On first down, Barber. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Get ready.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Ready. Black 25. 54. Watch the curve. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll run with Barber. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 28-20. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. And to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
50. Check 56. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let me go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Game for the Buccaneers field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season.